Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Into the Light Divination. Today's podcast episode is going to be for the earth signs, and it's what do you need to change? Okay, earth signs. So, what is it for you? So, we are going to do a reading here for you, and then we're going to go Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. What do you need to change? All right. And please remember that this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It may or may not resonate. Only take what does and leave the rest for another person to claim, as always. All right. You can also check other placements of your chart if you're interested. They may give you more information, but please stay tuned to the end of the podcast episode, as I will be also doing a collective reading for the earth signs. So, another thing I want to note is if you go https://ko hyphenated fi.com / Into the Light Divination, it will bring you to my Ko-Fi page. I do have memberships that you can get additional podcast episodes, as well as additional like Ko-Fi only readings, as well as YouTube like extended readings for those type of videos or bonuses. I also have different tiers, so if you just want to pay for the podcast, they are very cheap, just so you are aware. And I also have tarot readings for sale. So if you use the code Halloween until November 1st, 2025, you can get the readings for 66% off. All right. So with that being said, actually we're going to start with Virgo. How about, okay? Virgo. What does Virgo? Let's start with Virgo. I think it'd be a little bit fun to mix it up a little bit. So let's get into this reading here. I have to light my sage because, as always, we got to light that sage. What else do I have? I think that's all I really have for you. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you can find me here on YouTube. If you are listening audio, please consider following my podcast. But also, if you're really interested in seeing the actual cards, you're more than welcome to check me out on youtube.com. I am Into the Light Divination on youtube.com. All right. So if that's something you're interested in, if you're on YouTube, you can also leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see for future podcast episodes. Anyways, moving on. Let's get into this reading here. Okay, we're cleansing the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleansing the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleansing the cards, the energy, and the space, please. Cleansing the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse 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 my energy and my space. All right, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, I ask for you to join me today in this reading for the earth signs. So what do they need to change? Let's start with Virgo. All right. I just heard Capricorn. So I guess we're starting with Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to change? What is it they need to change? What are the changes Capricorn needs to make? What are the changes Capricorn needs to make? Okay. So 2 of Swords, the Strength card in reverse, and the Page of Cups. So Capricorn, what we have here for you is you're listening to too much negativity around you. All right. And then with the Strength card in reverse, that's also saying that some of you don't have the strength to say no to people when they are being kind of like negative to you. So that's causing a little bit of conflict for you, Capricorn, okay? And they're saying it is very important for you to understand the strength that you have, all right? And you're lacking it. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I also see very lack communication, whether that's in love or just communication with what you want in life or your emotions. There's a very lackluster communication. Let's find out more information, shall we? So, what is that Two of Swords clarified? Can we get some more information? That is the Five of Cups in reverse, the Justice card in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. So, Capricorn, that is telling me you are not able to release some emotional distress you may be having. You're feeling injustice in a situation. You may be feeling like people are attacking you constantly with what's wrong with you, but they're not looking within. And then you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So it is a lack. You're feeling a little bit of lack of independence, or feeling like, hey, you know what? Like um, am working on myself kind of situation. That's kind of what I'm seeing here for you. All right. Next, we have the Strength card. So what is that clarification? You have the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is saying you need to have strength. Some of you need to look within with that Hermit card. The Eight of Swords is you are the only person really holding yourself back mentally right now, Capricorn. And then finally, you have the Four of Pentacles. So some of you need to um, hold back a little bit here on your energy, or even financially on people. Don't be like, oh, if you don't do what I want, I'm not going to give you anything financially. Like, not like that in a partnership. But I do see like some of you need to hold back a little bit of energy, okay? Or conserve your energy, okay? If that makes sense. Okay. Next, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So, what do we have for the Page of Cups in reverse for Capricorn? You have the Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the King of Wands. So, a little bit of lack in emotions here. I do see you really needing to if you're lacking on emotions in a relationship, I do see you working on your own, excuse me, kind of emotional stability there. With the Five of Swords, once again, like somebody might be in your ear a little bit, like kind of situation. Like there's a bird in the ear of this Five of Swords, and the person is like struggling mentally. So that's kind of what I see for you. And then with the King of Wands in reverse, some of you may be relying on other people to kind of bounce situations off of, and that might actually be causing more conflict than benefit for you. Okay, so we're gonna go with Taurus now. Okay, so Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? What do they need to change about themselves? What is the change that Taurus needs to make, please? Taurus, you have the Two of Cups, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So immediately I got you're not giving enough in a relationship, okay? Taurus, this is a relationship. So there is commitment here. The High Priestess might not be like a higher level of commitment yet, because you're not giving something equally, okay? There is a little bit of an unequal give and change in this situation, and it might be the reason why it's not moving up. So what is that? Two of Cups, you have the Two of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And that is saying with that Two of Swords, yeah, there's like this negativity around this connection. All right, there might be some like mental conflict. It is a buildable connection with the Three of Pentacles, but I do see some kind of community aspect for some reason. All right, and then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is quick moving energy. All right, so what is that High Priestess in reverse then? What is the information that Taurus needs to know for that High Priestess? You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So um over giving or spending too much money is something you may be doing. Not necessarily over giving, but like overtaking or something. I see very selfish energy with that. With the King of Swords in reverse, I do see a little bit of denial, or not speaking truths. Okay, one of you is not being honest about financials or something. And then the Queen of Wands in reverse is I do see a lack of independence. So one of you is relying on the other of you more for some kind of stability. Okay, what is the Six of Pentacles in reverse meaning? What does the Six of Pentacles in reverse mean? What does the Six of Pentacles in reverse mean? Okay, so we got the Four of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So Taurus, not giving equal give and take. Somebody may be speaking out about this very soon. This may cause a little bit of rift, okay? in your situation, this may cause a little bit of a rift. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I see one of you shutting down. All right. Lacking that communication, not wanting to figure out what it is that could be changed. So, for some reason, I'm hearing you're a stubborn a hole and it is time for you to fix yourself before you wreck your connection. Okay. I'm so sorry, Taurus, but that's what's being shown and that's what I'm hearing. So, moving on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo. You are next. What does Virgo need to change about their lives here? What do they need to know? What do they need to see? What do they need to hear? Virgo, you have death and rebirth. You had the Four of Cups and you have the Emperor in reverse. So what I see for here is you are working on change. With the Four of Cups, it is showing that you are a little bit in a negative energy with your emotions. And then the Emperor in reverse is a little bit of like, I heard evil mastermind manipulation, but that's not exactly what it is. But I do feel a little bit of that kind of energy. So let's check with the cards and see what we're talking about here. Let's get that clairvoyance. Some of you may be a clairvoyant, okay? We're getting that clarification here with the Queen of Cups, okay, for this death and rebirth, the Lovers in reverse, and then the Five of Wands in reverse. So you do have new beginnings. I do see this as an emotional new beginning for you, really learning how to hone that love and emotion. With the Lovers in reverse, I do see this as a guide for you to find that self love. And the Five of Wands is if it is a relationship, I don't see it building much further. All right now with the current energies. Okay, with that Four of Cups, can we get a clarification here? Four of Cups for our Virgo friends. You have the Fool in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and then the World. So, Virgo, for you, I see that negative energy and then fears of having changes, not wanting to learn anything, being very stubborn and thick-headed. And then with the World, it's going to keep moving forward whether or not you want to work on yourself. Like, it's weird because you have working on yourself and then not. So I see this as a stop and go situation, or it's a stop and go with a relationship. Okay, it's an on and off relationship, which can be very toxic to your own mental well-being, right? Then the Emperor in reverse. So what is the Emperor in reverse saying here? What is the Emperor in the reverse saying for Virgo, please? What is the Emperor in reverse saying? Okay, you've got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So with this kind of negative energy mindset going on with the Emperor, you do have an opportunity to kind of focus in on passions and then some quick moving communication. And then I see a lack of growth for one. So honestly, this is seriously a stop and go relationship. That's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. I don't really know what to tell you besides, y'all need to figure it out. All right. So let's get into the earth sign kind of collective energy. What do the earth signs need to know for change? What do the earth signs as a collective energy need to know for change? What does the earth signs as a collective energy need to know for change here? Okay, guys, you got the guys, girls, ladies, aliens, whatever you want to call yourself. I apologize. All right. Page of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So overall, a little bit of lack of love, holding energy back, and not really leaving any situations behind. Let's get more information there with that Page of Cups, please. All right. Page of Cups is the King of Cups in reverse, the Sun card in reverse, and the Judgment. So this is definitely a little bit of an emotional chaos is what I'm getting from this. The Sun in reverse is not seeing really the good in the situation. And the Judgment call is not really making judgment, though. So it's very uncertain for some of you on what it is you actually want in life, and it's causing a little bit of inner conflict. I mean, some of you may not be that old, like under 25, some of you may be over 25, some of you may be over 30. It just like 50, whatever resonates with you. But some of you don't really know where you're going in life. That's okay. But it is saying that it's kind of time for you to figure that out. All right. With that Four of Pentacles, let's see what you got here. You got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then the Emperor. So this is telling you right now, with that Four of Pentacles holding energy back, I do see you kind of slowing down on the energy. The Ace of Wands in reverse is, it's funny because I just saw, like, I don't want no player and I want a real connection. So if you're dealing with that kind of situation, I do see you stepping out and being your own boss and your own emperor, okay? Or some of you are seeking commitment. It might not work with that person if that's the situation, okay? The 10 of Wands in reverse here. What do we have? You have the Page of Swords, the Fool card, and the Tower in reverse. So the 10 of Wands is not necessarily walking away. For some of you, you're not walking away from a passionate idea. So creative idea, something you want to create. With the Page of Swords, I do see you learning something new. The Fool, see you taking a leap of faith in what you're learning. And then the Tower in reverse is a little bit of frustrations. All right. I heard consequences. So some of you need to really watch when you are sharing information, what it is you're sharing. Some of you, I see like a medical school sign. So that is kind of a warning for you. Do not spread misinformation. All right. That's all I have for you, Earth signs. I really appreciate you. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you're watching me on YouTube. Please leave a comment and let me know if that resonated. And yeah, I appreciate you. I sincerely, sincerely appreciate you. And I really just appreciate you watching my videos or listening to me on the voice, right? Just on the podcast stuff. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.